explain about object-oriented programming. First of all, what is OOP? It is a programming technique that implements programs as an organized collection of interactive objects. And what is programming technique? Programming technique means it is a way to write a code. And we know what is a program? That is a set of instructions. Next, what is the concept of object and classes? First of all, we know that the basic concept of object-oriented programming is object and class. First, we define what is object. It is an identifiable entity with some characteristics and behavior. For given example, dog is a object. And what is the characteristics of a dog? The characteristics of dog is its name, it might be its color. And what is the behavior of a dog? Behavior of a dog may be barking or eating, etc. Now, what is a class? A class can be defined as a blueprint. Blueprint, that means a template that describes the behavior and state of the object of its type. For example, if a class is animal is a class, then the object of animal may be dog, may be cat, etc. Next, the characteristics of OOPs. There are 4 characteristics: abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. First, abstraction. It is the property by which only the essential details of object are displayed to the user. We know that one of the important concept of object-oriented programming is to hide data to the outside world. And so the concept of data hiding must be known as abstraction. The second feature is encapsulation. It is defined as the wrapping up of data and functions under a single unit. That means the concept of data binding. The concept of data binding. The next feature is inheritance. It is the mechanism by which one class is allowed to inherit the feature of another class. That's why the class which is inherited called parent class, and the another class from which it is inherited is called child class. So the final feature or last feature is polymorphism. It can be defined as the ability of a message to be displayed in more than one form. For example, we can say that a person can be a father, or can be a husband, or can be a son. So the same person will act as well as father, as well as son, as well as husband. So it can be a real example for polymorphism. I hope you enjoyed my today's lesson. Next day I teach you Introduction to Java. Please subscribe my channel and press the like button.